Here we go.
Hey, everybody. Happy Monday morning. Happy Monday morning, Jamie.
Hi.
Did you have a great weekend?
I had a great weekend. It was so hot.
It was so hot. We're supposed to cool down soon.
Good.
Sorry for the delay, everybody.
Yeah,
we had a little technical difficulties, but we are here. We are excited. We have an amazing show for you. We're going to do 2 interviews, Jamie.
2 interviews.
First one I'm excited about. I think it's going to be very informative. It's with Dr. Jennifer Pritchard.
Yes.
She is one of the people who started an open letter to the school board about going back for the special needs students. So I think she's going to have a lot to say.
Yes.
I think it's important that we have her on, especially because of our interview last week.
Right.
With a teacher who was petitioning to the school board that they didn't want to go back. So I think it's a good
Love it.
balance of conversation.
Could not agree more. I'm so excited to hear her stance on it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great.
It's going to be a
And
good
then we
show.
have Rhonda Reinhardt. She is a travel expert. She is amazing. She has sent me to the most amazing places for vacation. So I'm excited to talk to her. We're going to be making cocktails. The products we're going to be testing are travel focused, which I think is going to be great. So we have so much to cover.
We have so much to cover.
Are you ready to jump in?
I am ready.
Okay. Judah, can we...
Here.
Oh, you get him.
I'm doing
Why am I
it.
asking Judah? Jamie.
I don't know. Jamie. Judah and I are like the same person. So Jennifer Pritchard. Here we go.
Doctor
Jennifer Pritchard. I am so excited to talk to her. We're ringing.
Yeah.
There she is. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. It's so great to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Thank you so much for being on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So Kelly, can you hear her?
I can hear you. Hi,
Kelly
Jennifer.
can
It's
hear
Kelly.
you. I'm just going to stare at you the whole time.
Perfect.
Yes. Well, Jennifer, so a friend of mine emailed me a copy of this open letter that you have sent to the school board. I thought it was super important. I thought it was important to get your message out there, not only for you, but all the other parents with special needs children. So really, the floor is yours. Tell us who you are, what you're looking for, how did you start this letter, how can people sign it, and what do you hope the outcome to be?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Wow, that's a lot.
Take your time. We have all day.
Okay, great. My name is Jen Pritchard. I am a medical doctor. My background is in general pediatrics. I haven't practiced clinical medicine since we adopted our youngest child, Ruby, about 11 years ago now. For the past 5 years, I've worked in clinical research. I'm also a mom of 4, and my youngest, as I've said, Ruby, has special needs. I think the letter started because so much unknown. We don't know how the county is considering special needs students, and so I've had a lot of anxiety about that, and I thought maybe the best way to handle that was to reach out to other parents, put my concerns out there to the community, specifically to the board, and see what happens, see what the response is.
Sure. And how many parents have signed so far?
As of last night, we had about 150 signatures on the letter. That's not all parents. You can be a parent, a teacher, a community member. You can be a parent of a special needs student, a parent of another student. So it's sort of a mix-up.
Right. And I think that, I was reading, I posted that link that about the governor and what he was saying about how special needs kids, of course, benefit from in-person learning. So how do you feel about that? Do you feel, obviously, with your kids going back, that they really need that time, that kind of one-on-one time at school?
So I want to just give a little bit of background before I answer that question. First, this is an extremely complex issue. And so anytime you try to distill it down to just a single point, it's tough.
Yeah.
There are just a lot of things to consider. Second, I want to say that, COVID is here for a while. And, best case scenario, we're looking at a couple of years that we are managing around this, living with this. And so we sort of have to figure out what to do in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it was just going to be a semester, you know, it would be one thing. But we're talking probably 2 years of school time, and that's a significant chunk for any child. But it's particularly significant for a child who has special needs, who may not be able to access virtual learning.
Right. What was virtual learning like when schools shut down in May? Or was there anything?
Well, so I think it's a little bit of an unfair question, because the school shutdown was unanticipated
Sure.
and was not planned for. And so I think that virtual learning can look very different from what it looked like in March of this year when schools shut down. That was a hastily made plan just by necessity.
Absolutely.
You know, so I don't think we necessarily need to judge virtual learning by that. I think it can and will be done differently. But having said that, I think that there are some children who are not going to be able to access virtual learning regardless of how it's done. And that has to do with their cognitive impairments, with their behavioral issues. It's just, you know, struggles that they have that are going to require in-person attention and instruction.
Right. So if schools don't go back and everything's done virtually, is there anything we can post on our website or on our Facebook page or Instagram? Are there any resources that parents can reach out to for help if it is done virtually?
Do you mean
Like community support?
Parents, what are you asking?
Yeah, like is there community support? Are there resources outside of the school system for special needs children?
Mm-hmm. So you bring up a really great point, and that is that for better or for worse, we have connected the bulk of social services for special needs children and families to the schools.
Okay,
Right.
That is how these resources are given to these children, is through the school system. And so whether that's behavioral therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy, academic support, you know, whatever the service is, it's all done through the school. And so when schools aren't there, then parents really lack those resources. I don't know how you would reach out to get those services for your child if schools are closed. I also want to say, I think that Albemarle County it's not that I'm sure that they have thought about this, right? There's probably a plan in motion. That plan has not been communicated to parents or teachers or the community. And that's part of what I sort of wanted to spur with my letter as well, is just communication. I think that because this is such a complicated issue, it's going to take collaboration, right? It's going to take flexibility. It's going to take communication for us to tackle it in a way that's going to work. And so I think that we need to go into it with that mindset.
Right.
I also want to point out that the bulk of my letter was actually asking for appropriate equipment for the teaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not, you know, that is first priority, is keeping everyone healthy, right?
Right.
Students,
Absolutely.
staff, and teachers, absolutely number one priority. The good news is we know what steps we can take to do that. We know the PPE that needs to be involved. We know that social distancing is important and it works. There are tons of resources out there about how to accomplish testing and quarantine and isolation and all those things in case there is an illness or in case there is a positive test within, let's say, a school classroom or a school community. We know the things that need to be put into place in order to make this work. We just have to have the will to do it.
Yeah. Hey, come on, Albemarle County. Whoever is making these decisions, I think, you're doing your best you can.
Right.
Communicate with these parents. Communicate with these parents so at least they have time to create an alternative plan if what you're proposing doesn't work.
Right.
Say something.
Yes.
Right? Say something.
And not just to the parents, but to the teachers as well,
Right.
and don't communicate to them what you dictate the plan to be. Ask them what they need the plan to be. I think that teachers are pretty angry and fearful right now, and they have a right to those feelings for sure.
Right. Why isn't the people making the decisions a council of parents and teachers? Who are these people on this board? I'm sure they're lovely people. I don't know any of them. I've never met any of them. But why do they know better than a parent whose kids are actually going in there? Okay, here's another question. Just throwing it out there now that I'm angry. I'm like hyped up and angry about the lack of communication for you. Why are they doing these school board meetings via Zoom if they feel like it's safe for thousands of children to go back? Why aren't they meeting in person?
I think that has been a point of contention. A lot of people are asking that. These closed Zoom meetings that are happening virtually, but if it's safe, why not all get together in a room, right? Social distance.
I think, listen, if I hear what you're saying is children with special needs need in-person class, need the one-on-one.
Well, and let me say, too, that there are families who are going to make different choices.
Sure.
This is not a homogenous population,
sure.
Right? There are going to be some families who don't want to send their kids or who have alternatives that are going to work better for them. And there's no judgment, on my part for those families. There are families who this is their only option. This is the only community support. And those are the families that I'm talking to and that I'm talking about and that I'm advocating for. We, as a community, not just a school community, but as a broader community, have to support those families.
And I think it raises a kind of a bigger overarching question. Like you were saying that a lot of these services that are received are tied to schools. Is that something that we need to look at? So I think that COVID is bringing up a lot of these things that we never have looked at before. Should families have access to these resources outside of school? Should there be government funding that's not solely tied to school that is saying, receiving services over the summer? I don't know how are those services available to special needs children during the summer? Are they getting there? I know you're saying they're not.
Precious few. And I think that, families who don't have special needs students think about those things, right? And this summer has been an example, right? All of our summer camps have shut down. And so a lot of families have had to deal with the fact that they don't have a place for their kids to go over the summer. Well, for special needs families, that's every summer.
And that
there aren't.
I think that's something like, government, hey, let's look at that. Let's take a look at our education system and try to, instead of putting this in a bubble of just education, why don't we broaden these programs and offer them to family through government funding and program all throughout the year? It shouldn't just be something that is an 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, Government officials, I hope you're watching. Yeah, I want this done.
Right. So,
Exactly.
Listen, Albemarle County School Board,
Yes.
make a new group. Include parents and teachers to help guide you making this decision.
Yeah.
Listen to what these parents that are signing this open letter to you, are saying. Listen to them. Why don't you call them? Why don't you have a conversation with them? Okay, in closing, where can people find this letter and sign it?
Well, let me respond to your last comment first.
Oh, sure.
I do think we absolutely need to ask parents what they need. We also need to consult with teachers and say, what do you need to be able to do your job appropriately? The school board also needs to consult with other experts, right?
Yes.
Consult with medical and epidemiology experts so that we know how to respond depending on community spread of COVID in our community. Right? It doesn't matter what's happening down in Florida. We don't need to base our school decisions based on another state or another area. What's happening in our community, and we need to be responsive to that. So you're asking who's making these decisions. Well, we have elected the school board to make these decisions, but this is a very difficult topic. And so if I were the school board, I would be consulting with some folks to help me out. And again, communicating that information to all parties that are going to be involved and affected.
I think that.
Hey, we're getting comments in. People are listening. People are listening to you, Jen. People are interested. People are listening. People are excited that you have a voice, that they're proud of you for standing up for this community of families and children. We're getting a comment in saying, speaking as a former educator, kids with special needs need human interaction. People are agreeing. People want to have this conversation. So thank you for bringing it up. Thank you for bringing it to the community's attention and to the school board's attention. And before we let you go, is there a website or a webpage or a Facebook page? How can people find this letter if they want to share it with a friend that might be in the same situation or want to share or sign it as a community member?
Right.
So I wish that I were technologically savvy enough to have a website where this was posted, but I am not. So I can send the link to you. You can post it on your Facebook.
We will.
Okay.
And folks can access
We
it.
absolutely will.
After the show, we are going to post a link to this great open letter. We'll post it on we'll paste it on our webpage, everywhere we can. If you come to Women Changing Our World and you want to sign the letter, we will have the link there for you.
That would be fantastic.
We're supporting you. We're in it together.
Thank
you so much for everything. Thanks for being on with us. We can't wait to hear how this transpires, and we wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Really
Thank you for all you do.
See you. Bye.
So interesting.
What a wonderful lady.
I know. Hey, we're getting some other comments.
This is such a hard topic.
I know. People are saying, you're absolutely right. If it's safe for majority kids, this is a different topic. Like special needs, different group.
Definitely.
As a whole, schools. If the school board thinks it's safe to go back, why are they meeting on Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay, are they going to go into the schools when it's full of students? I don't know. Or are they going to be at home on their farm or in their home, wherever it may be, and not have to set foot into the school? What do you think about that?
I agree. I mean, I just also think it's such a complex issue. You know, it might be right for some kids to be back in person and maybe, you know, they're testing negative for COVID and all these things.
Right.
And then you have a group of kids who maybe have autoimmune things going on and maybe in-person learning is not okay for them. And I think that there's just so many people that are affected by school that I don't envy the school board.
I don't either.
I don't envy them. I'm glad that I don't have to make that decision. It's going to affect so many people in our community.
I'm going to keep reading some of these comments.
Yes,
while
please.
you get us cocktails ready for our next segment.
Oh, my favorite part.
Okay. So you start getting things going. Okay. Vicki Hobson, remember she was on last week?
Of course I remember.
She
Vicki
commented and said, "We agree. It is unsafe in our community to go back in person given community spread levels here. I also am concerned about the..." Hold on. Now I've lost it, hon. I'm also concerned about the overrepresentation. I think she meant underrepresentation of Black and Brown students in special education and their health outcomes related to COVID-19.
Vicki Hobson, know we're a big fan of you. We love that comment. Thank you, Vicki.
Yeah, thank you, Vicki.
I'm so proud of these women. You know, even in our show, women, you know, I'm proud of these women for standing up for themselves and for voicing their opinions, whether right or wrong. I just love to hear all their stuff. I hope we can get together and solve this. Kelly, you know, this is a very hard job that you have given me.
I'm sorry. Take it. I know. Hey, Judah, quick thing. Rhonda, who is going to be our next guest, I don't think she's going to be able to Skype in, but I don't know. We'll try. Rhonda, if you're watching, we're going to try you.
We're making cocktails now.
If not, we have a lot of things to talk about.
We do. We have so much.
Emily Castle. Hey, Emily Castle. Hey, lady. she said, Kelly and Jamie, thank you so much for interviewing Jen about this super important issue. Students with special needs can't be left behind, even during this very challenging time. Jamie, you are really struggling.
Who gave me this job? Don't worry about me. Making the cocktails.
I know. Listen, if we can't get Rhonda on today, that's okay.
Oh, we're going to get you, Rhonda.
We'll try to get her on
Okay.
at a different date. But we have a lot of things to cover anyway. Today was going to be a travel show. Oh, I hear someone. It might be Rhonda.
Hold on.
That's awesome.
Hold on.
Answer.
Rhonda.
Is it Rhonda?
Rhonda?
Rhonda, you made it.
Hey, Rhonda! I was just making a cocktail to welcome you to the show. How do I'm just working hard here.
We are so excited. Did you see the shirt I am wearing? It says, I love vacay. Wore it just for you, Rhonda.
How much vodka
Awesome.
do you put in here?
I don't know. Jamie! I guess we're having vodka drinks with no lemonade. This is the last time I let Jamie make a drink.
Don't you worry.
Jerry, you're going to be done for the rest of the day.
Don't you
Okay,
worry.
we're going to have to top it off with lemonade. Okay. Rhonda, while
Okay.
Jamie is making a disaster of our cocktails, tell us a little bit about who you are, what do you do, why are you so wonderful?
Hi, Kelly. Hi, Jamie. I'm Rhonda Reinhardt. I'm a travel advisor. I own my own cruise planners franchise. But just because it says cruise planners doesn't mean I just do cruises. I do actually a lot more land than I do cruises. So I'm a full-service travel agent. I do anything, anywhere in the world. So anybody who needs anything, just ask and I shall provide.
I can attest to that. Rhonda is my travel agent who I use and love. I drive her crazy on many levels.
I can't imagine.
I love a deal, as Rhonda knows.
Deals.
I love a steal and deal. She has sent me on a cruise. She has sent me to Jamaica. She has sent me many places. I trust her opinion.
Yeah. Well, cruising is that's a great start. I mean, what is going to happen with cruising? Is cruising a thing of the past? Am I not going to be able to no? Am I not going to be able to party in the nightclub? Am I not going to have my drink package
How about
and
the
sit in the
buffet?
jacuzzi? The buffet! What about the buffet, Rhonda?
Okay, I have the answer.
Okay, thank God.
Don't mind me.
Okay. You're not alone, my dear. So it's great question. So far, everything's done through the end of September. You will always get your drink package. They make a lot of money on the drink package. It won't go.
Good. The important part.
Now, for the buffet. There will be a buffet, don't worry. But it might be pre-portioned buffet. You can still get what you want. They may serve it to you, but you're not going to touch any of those nasty spoons.
Okay, I don't like touching those spoons anyway. I'm not a big fan of the
No.
buffet. I don't want to be all up in someone's mac and cheese. I like the little thing, you know?
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Love the buffet. You can get as much of whatever you want on your plate. It's
Rhonda,
awesome.
hang on one second. I'm going to interrupt you.
Oh, she's blending. Okay, good.
Okay.
Rhonda,
right.
look what cup I brought for my travel getaway.
Can she
themed
see you?
show.
I don't think she can see you.
I
Oh,
can't see.
Okay.
I kind of got you in two places, so I've got a delay over here.
okay. So back to the cruise.
Yeah, back to the cruise.
Like,
Okay. Oh!
I hope it's like this.
Yeah, back to the cruise. Okay, so the buffet is a yes.
The buffet's a yes.
What is a no?
Oh, what is a no? Oh, sorry. For cruising right now, just I don't know that there's a no yet, but we have an excellent game plan. Voyages, which is a new company. Richard Branson owns it. He has a ship coming out, and they have totally got this mastered, even though they have never even set sail yet and don't have one customer on board. They've replaced all of their air filtration system with something that cleans 99% of
Wow.
the germs.
Whoa. Okay.
We're going to have a special rapid test. So before you even get on the ship, you have to have your temperature checked. You get a questionnaire, and then they're going to swab you up.
Woo!
Isn't that good?
Delicious. It's really good.
I mean, we're getting
it
crazy
alcohol?
comments about Jamie making drinks over
A little bit
here.
of vodka. So what is it called again? Virgin
Voyages.
Voyages.
Okay, you've made me, well, not made me, you have given me the opportunity to see what that cruise looks like. Jamie.
Is it amazing?
Oh, no, the rooms
Amazing?
could not be cooler. The nightclubs
this?
could not be cooler. The restaurants could not be cooler. It's like
Ooh,
a cruise ship in the future. Don't you think, Rhonda?
love this.
Yeah, let's just put it this way. Either it's going to be the most avant-garde, laid-back, cool but chic situation to where you can get a tattoo, you can do all kinds of things. It's either going to be that or a complete beach show.
Ooh, guys, I love this. I'm feeling it. Does it go to Richard Branson's private island? Because I've always wanted to know about that private island.
No, unless you count the little section of Bimini he bought that it will be going to.
Oh, okay.
So, yes.
Yeah, it's not going to be your typical cruise. It's not going to be 7 days. They're usually 4 to 5 days.
I love this.
So it's kind of a quick getaway.
So,
But
Rhonda,
super-
tell us, what are your favorite places to travel? What do you love?
I love anything that has a varied experience where I can really get into the culture. My favorite trip ever was last summer. My daughter and I went to Slovenia.
Ah.
Why Slovenia? I just was kind of like looking and picked a book and I had to be there for 2 weeks and I needed somewhere where I could afford to be there for 2 weeks. And it has mountains and fabulous food and oceans. I mean, it was a complete surprise.
Love that.
And
You know
absolutely.
what? I'm also a big fan of Iceland. I love Iceland.
Have you been to Iceland?
I've been actually to Iceland twice.
You have not?
Yeah.
I have. Twice or 3 times. Super random. I love Iceland.
Nice.
And in Iceland, they have this
Of
amazing
course you have gone to
hot
Iceland.
spring. And you go into the hot spring and you get massages in the spring. So when I was there, I was just like, just leave me here. I'm now Icelandic. I love Iceland.
Of course,
Iceland.
Jamie, out of all the places, of course, you're not like, I've been to the Bahamas, I've been to Jamaica. You're like, of course I've been to Iceland.
I also ate a shark. I ate shark in Iceland. It was disgusting.
So we're not eating that.
But I'm just saying fun.
Okay, no, let's get back to the good questions that people I think really want to know. We have a lot of people watching, Rhonda.
Okay.
Where can we go and where can't we currently go?
Good question.
Outside of the U.S.
So you cannot go to Europe for the most part. There are a couple of countries. I think Croatia is kind of just saying screw you to the EU and letting people in. That's reevaluated every couple of weeks. But certainly Mexico is open. Most of the Caribbean is open, like Aruba and Barbados, the Dominican Republic, Jamaica, your favorite.
I love Jamaica.
Plenty of places to go. St. Lucia is going to be opening or is open. Now, the thing you have to remember is you need a travel advisor to help you navigate it because each one requires something a little different to get in. Some people were requiring a test within 3 days. Good luck finding a place to get a test and get your results back within 3 days in order to provide the certificate to go through.
That's right.
So you just, and it changes every day, literally every day. So
What happens
never
if
know.
you go to a country? Okay, like so what happens if people were in the Bahamas? That's like a very popular destination, right? For Americans, at least. What happens if you were in the Bahamas and they said, well, now you're not allowed to come? What do you do if you're already... what do you do if you're stuck somewhere and they're like shutting down?
I would think they would let you out, don't you think?
They'll let you
So
out.
you were like,
They just won't
I
let
live here now. They let you out.
Can you get the best thing to do if you're traveling right now is to do it through a travel agent who knows stuff.
And so here's another question that I want to know. Trip insurance. How do you feel about trip insurance? So if you're traveling, you don't know, unexpected things come up. Do you think that insurance is a good idea?
100%. And there are a couple of different types of insurances too. There's one, because no insurance will cover COVID because it's a pandemic. Therefore, it's an exclusion. So you can't be scared of COVID and say, you know what, so I'm canceling because of COVID. You won't get your money back on that. But there are some plans where you can cancel for any reason and get 80% back. So I always tell people, tell the insurance company, the dog puked on the rug, we're not going. Or my hair is a mess today, I'm not going. That's what you have to say, and get your money back.
Do you think some people say, my dog puked on the rug, I gotta go. Get me out of here, I'm leaving this dog here. Bronx.
Oh, your dog Bronx.
It's the worst.
Okay, so here's another interesting question that I think people are interested in. I think a lot of people are not planning on sending their kids back. I don't know that. I'm just a guess, right? Are there any great steals and deals? Like I said, I love a steal. For like September, October?
Yeah.
So interesting. Some, maybe. Most of that's going to be like a United States type of situation. Okay. There are some local flights that are inexpensive. I know someone was telling me that they were going to fly to Florida and that it was virtually nothing. Yeah. I don't know if you want to go to Florida. I mean, you can certainly find a place to social distance down there without any problem. There are private islands in the Keys that are fabulous. They're also $1,500 a night. I don't know if you want to drag your kids there, but it's great. The other thing that's really popular right now is, and I don't know that's necessarily a deal, but is train travel.
Ooh.
Especially to the national parks. And it has Wi-Fi, so if your kids are at home and you're like, I got to get out of here, but the kids still have to go to school, hop on the train. You can get a roomette.
I love that.
They'll deliver your food to you, and then you can go out to the, national parks or wherever you want to go. And
I love a train
Jamie,
trip.
that is fun. I feel like that's safer than air travel, right?
Because
you have a window, you have your own room on a train. Is that right, Rhonda? Like you have your own room, own bed, you can open a window, whatever?
That is true. Yes. And one thing, if I could say something about airlines right now, some are better than others. Right now, Delta and Southwest are absolutely killing it. Okay. They are not booking the middle seat. They are social distancing. They're loading from the back of the plane in a normal fashion, unlike the regular way. And as you get on the plane, you have to wear the mask and you have to stand on their little footy prints that are 6 feet apart. American is terrible.
Okay. Sorry, American, you're terrible. We give you 0 stars.
Yeah, but with the same ventilation system, I don't know. Going through an airport. And then also, I have another question about a road trip. So if you're on a road trip, is it safe to stop at a rest stop? The public rest stops?
You've got really no choice.
Where are you going to go?
I did it.
You did it.
Yeah. It was safe. There was somebody there cleaning. Everybody was wearing a mask. I went to Savannah. Well, we rented a house on Tybee Island. I got a lot of flack for that, but it was the same as sitting in my own house. I just had a beach view. I did the same exact thing. I did to the grocery store. I brought food. We had some takeout. It was fabulous. But there was, the rest areas were fine. Absolutely. And they had the vending machines were touchless, so you could use your iPhone to just pay for it.
Oh, that's neat. So which places would you consider like a total no-go? Like if I'm saying, Rhonda, I want to get to Vegas. I got to get my slots machine on. I got to get in that
Don't worry, you can have that here in CVille soon.
I want to see, the best DJ. Is that off limits? What are your absolutely do not go?
I wouldn't go to Vegas right now because you have to wear a mask in the casinos, I think. And it's going to be a weird experience. The only reason I be at the lovely pools and experience that, but you could do that anywhere, at a pool anywhere. I would say that's probably not the best place. There are other places I would not suggest just from a safety perspective as well, not necessarily from a COVID perspective. But
interesting.
Yeah. But I mean, in general, I think if you are able to take it upon yourself to socially distance and wear the mask, wash the hands, keep yourself safe, you'll be fine. Obviously, you don't want to go somewhere where it's 100% capacity and you don't want to go to the club. I wouldn't go to the club. Would you go to the club?
Well, I'm not even leaving my house, Rhonda.
I would
so
love to
see
see this. So the club
is way out of my league at this point.
I want to see what is going on in Vegas now. I want to see how all those smokers at the slot machine are getting it through their mask. I want to see that. I want to see if they're partying at the club.
They've got to have a live stream.
Yeah.
I'm sure we could look that up.
I want to see Martin Garrix, how that concert's going at the Wynn. space mask on? Like, is Martin Garrix like? I want to see it all. Like, I want a drone to fly over. I want to know what is going on. I want to float in that pool.
Okay, give us the top 3 places that you would suggest we go, that we could pick up the phone today. Everyone watching could pick up the phone today or email you and say, I want to go on vacation in the next month. Where should I go? Where are you sending us?
Good question.
I will say, actually, my first choice would be Mexico. And that's not usually my first choice, but here's why. The hotels and the resorts are limiting capacity to 30%.
Okay.
So you get there, and not all of them are open. So you basically have, and I'm not talking about Cancun proper with the hotel zone. I'm talking about south of Cancun, down to Playa del Carmen, down to Tulum. Plenty of places to go. Awesome, different experiences ranging from, a budget on up to world class, actually. I would go there. Let's see. I think St. Lucia's going to have everything locked down and ready to go and extraordinarily safe. Sugar Beach is one of my favorite places there. Let's see. Maybe Bermuda.
Oh, I love Bermuda.
I love Bermuda too. I love Bermuda.
Now you'll have to fly there, obviously, and you'll have to fly to the rest of the places too. But the cruise ships obviously are not going to Bermuda, so
I love it.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Hey, Julie from Peace Frogs Travel Outfitters
Yes.
says, "Hey, Rhonda, great job."
Do you know Julie? She's amazing.
Thanks,
She's
Julie.
great. I know. I can't wait to get back to traveling.
I mean, okay, one last question for you before you tell people how they can contact you to plan an amazing vacation. Like I said, I vouch for this lady. She's amazing. She's patient. She's kind. She has never steered me wrong. Even when I've wanted to go somewhere else, she was like, no, you're going to go here. And she's always been
honest.
Right. She's always been right.
Yeah, I love that.
Are there more expensive ways to travel if people have the means or get together as a group? Like, could you charter a boat to go take you to an island? Or can you charter like a 15-passenger private jet to go somewhere if you felt like that was a safer option?
Absolutely. So I just priced out, we're going on a cruise, in theory, in January with our local brewery, Cooling Pond here. And I just priced out a jet to Fort Lauderdale from Charlottesville, and it was going to be about $25,000 each way for 20 people. So that's kind of where you are. It depends on how far you're going and how long you're going. Obviously, you can rent a boat. There are many different options, but you still kind of, if you want to get one, it's usually in the Florida area. That would probably be your best bet, which means you still have to get to Florida. Okay. So I work with some places that charter sailboats. You can rent for a week anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000. There are some places in Baltimore that do rent, smaller ships, not ships, but a boat that kind of will go up and down the coast. But as far as maybe going to Bermuda, you'd have to be like pretty specific and nearly costly for that.
Okay. But then there are options. If funds are not an issue and a group of people want to go, you can help them figure out multiple options to get to where they want.
Absolutely. Yeah, no problem. I work with a couple of suppliers who will provide private jets. I can charter an airplane. I mean, I can charter the boat. I mean, whatever you need, we can make that happen.
Well, Rhonda, when Jamie or I win the lottery this week, we will charter the best viewers of the I Love CVille Women Changing Our World show. Ooh. If we win the lottery. We're chartering a jet. Jerry, you want to come on the jet? I'm in. Jerry's in. Judah, you in?
And what I
Judah's
propose
definitely
is,
in. Judah's like, why'd you ask?
So, and if you're booking a nice family that is chartering a jet or a cruise, I would just maybe ask you to suggest that they might want to take me along. Just
She's
one extra
entertaining,
person.
and she makes a very stiff drink.
Yeah, I make a very stiff drink. No biggie. Just take me along. I'm just saying. And look, this is a comment coming in. So Adrian said, just came back from Vegas last night. No shows right now or clubs, bars open. All hotels are enforcing mask wearing and there's sanitizer everywhere aside from masks. It didn't feel that different. It was a bit less packed, which was nice. You had personal space at the pool. If you have to wear a mask, if you're by the poolside but not in the pool. So, yeah. So I guess Vegas is happening.
Really is Vegas happening if there's no shows, no bars, no nightclubs?
Well, people are there.
That's not really Vegas.
No. If Martin Garrix, if you're watching, I want to see your show in Vegas. And
he's not watching, but try.
Martin Garrix, I want to see your show. I will wear a mask. And I want to.
Oh my God, your drink is gone.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm a fast drinker.
Who's driving Jamie home?
Just
from
kidding.
The show? Judah.
Judah. Just kidding.
Okay. In closing.
No, I don't want you to go.
I know, but we have we have to show our travel products.
Ugh.
Okay. So if people want to book something now or for later, where can they find you? How can they get in touch with you? What's the best way?
The best way is phone, Facebook, email. I'll post all that down below, but my website is Book My Bucket List.
I love that website.
That's the cutest.
Love.
What is it again, Jake? What is it? BookMyBucketList.com.
We were talking the other day. What did I think it was? Book my
Bucket list.
I was like, oh, this is a weird website. Oh, I thought it was Book My Booty List or something.com. I was like, oh, that's so nice, Rhonda. It's a really professional website. She was like,
and we're
no.
going to post everything for Rhonda where you can find her
Yes.
website, how to get in contact with her on our site.
I love it.
So people can find you. Thank you, Rhonda. You're the best as always, and I can't wait till COVID is over and you can send me on another amazing trip.
Yes.
Awesome.
And
Thank
add
you
a
guys.
+1
Loved it.
because I'll be going too. Love you, girl. Love ya.
Bye,
Thanks for
Rhonda.
coming on. Ciao. She is the best.
She is the best. She really has sent me on amazing vacations.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
you
we're
know-
getting some other things in about these drinks, Jamie.
Oh boy.
Facebook Messenger.
And I want to.
Jerry is saying, I'm seriously digging Kelly's drink cup. Yes, me too, right?
That was Maureen.
Oh, Maureen.
Their names are in front.
Oh, thank you, Maureen. Yeah.
I like how Kelly's side is so pristine. Mine is like everything's covered. I have some like leftover ice here that I'm just gonna cool myself off with. Like you look so. Oh,
I mean, these are strong. Hold on. So many comments about these drinks.
What about?
Never trust Jamie to make drinks.
That is true.
No
Who
one
said
told
that?
me happy hour started this early.
Who said never trust Jamie to make a drink? Because who?
Boy, Andre.
Oh my God, Andre knows me well. That is so true. Never ever
I
trust
know.
me to make a drink.
Hey, you never know. We usually are not drinking at 10:15, but it was a travel show, and what do you do on vacation? You get on the plane, the first thing you do is like
And-
order a Bloody Mary.
I feel like I'm gonna relax a little bit now.
Oh, Jesus.
Let me move this microphone back. Continue, Kelly.
Oh,
Tell
my
me
dad
more.
is watching. Hello,
Oh.
Richard. Thank you for watching. He says, I hope you win the lottery so you can take us on that charter flight too.
Oh,
Dad, I will take you. I will take you.
Kelly, can you fan me?
Oh, hey,
Fanny.
before we get into other exciting things and before you get too toasty,
Oh, yeah.
we have some exciting news.
Yes.
We got a new sponsor.
I know. That's why I was trying to cut you off because I wanted you to say it.
I know.
Yes.
Denise Ramey is amazing.
Amazing.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about Denise.
Okay, tell me.
When I moved to Charlottesville, obviously did not have a house, did not know Denise, right? Just found a random real estate agent.
Yes.
Found a house. Denise was the seller agent of the house we bought.
Ah, okay.
She was so amazing that when we sold that house, we hired her to sell that house again.
Denise, that is
Right?
amazing.
So she's amazing. She goes above and beyond. Her team goes above and beyond. I have bought property with her. I've bought houses with her. I've sold houses with her. She has found me amazing rental homes. Her team is the best. And this is what I like the most about Denise. And this is not kidding. This is truthful. If you call, she answers the phone.
Oh.
If you email her,
That's nice.
her team will email you back.
Oh, that is
I mean,
huge.
like, and I trust her. She is trustworthy.
Yeah.
She is experienced. She works her butt off.
Yeah.
She thinks outside the box. She is
Love
a
her.
straight shooter. She is not going to sugarcoat stuff. You know what you're getting with her. If you're buying a house, selling a house, go to Denise. I give her like 20 stars. She's
Love
amazing.
her. Denise, we are so excited that you're sponsoring the show. We love you.
No,
I can't
and we're
wait
going to
to
be
see-
sponsoring, like highlighting some like
I know, that's what
listings that she's doing. I love looking at houses. I'm
Me
not in the
too.
market to really buy a house
Me
or
too.
sell a house.
But I
maybe,
love to look.
But I'm always looking. So like once a month or something, we're going to be featuring
Yes.
like an awesome, crazy house that she has
Yes.
listed, just to critique and look at for fun.
Yeah, it's like adding stuff to my Amazon cart, and then before I check out, I'm like, XXXX, like,
Right.
not gonna buy it. Like, I'm like, let me tour these $1 million homes.
Right.
I'm not gonna buy it. Out, but I
Right.
love it.
Yeah.
All
Anyway,
right.
it's going to be fun. Okay, so should we do products?
Absolutely. I have such good products this week.
I cannot wait.
I'm like really
I mean,
proud of
the
myself.
drinks you made were a little touch and go, but the products I'm excited about.
So I have so many good things. I don't even know where to start. Okay. So let's start. So I'm sure everyone is familiar with Peace Frogs. You know where Peace Frogs is down in Barracks Road. It's like the back end of Barracks Road.
And they're online too.
Of course,
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
Peace Frogs. Yeah. So Peace Frogs lent us a couple of items that I am absolutely obsessed with. So let me pick this up for you.
And Julie's watching.
Ooh, Julie.
Julie, I'm obsessed with this bag.
Okay.
It's like, I love the colors. I'm already in love with it. I already want it.
So I'm going to pass this over to you. You cannot spill anything on it.
Okay, no, don't get close to me.
Okay. I want you to see this.
Okay.
So I want you to take a look at that, and I'm going to tell you about it.
Okay, well, first of all, I'm in love.
Okay.
How much does this cost?
The
The cost is reasonable.
The color is amazing. Also, they're having a sale right now on their website, so I think they're 30%
What?
off. Like, they're amazing sale. They have so many colors. This bag is so cool because you can see how well made it is. It's water repellent, and also it has straps on it where you can carry it like a backpack, which I
Yes.
totally love.
I so love it. You know, I used a bag similar to this, but it wasn't this cool or pretty.
Yeah.
When we toured around Germany for 10 days, because you're always on and off trains and
Yes.
traveling.
Yes.
You need something that you can use as like a backpack.
So
I dig it. And this is not something that's going to be like ripped on the stupid
exactly.
go-round thing.
So when you check it, all of those straps fold inside, so it's not going to rip. It's awesome. I am loving that
It
one.
has so much room and so many pockets.
I
Okay.
know. And it folds flat, so you can store it like under a bed if you're
Yeah.
on a cruise or you're traveling. I love it. It's just so easy. And it comes in all different sizes. So check out their website. So they're at peacefrogstravel.com, local to Charlottesville, but tons of stuff.
I love it. And I love
Love
the
it.
color combo.
Right?
Okay,
Julie,
that's a great
good
find.
pick. Okay.
Good pick. Good
Okay.
pick. I like it.
This next one I've been talking about since I got this.
Oh, okay. I can't wait.
Okay. So this is an insect shield scarf.
Mwah.
Check out, first of all, this color is amazing.
Yeah, put it on.
Love coral.
Okay.
Look.
It's beautiful.
Okay, I don't want to.
It looks beautiful on you.
Coral. And I'm going to read this to you.
Okay.
So, it repels mosquitoes, ticks, ants, flies, chiggers, midges, whatever those. Oh, no-see-ums. Huh, they gave us a
How?
note. I love that.
Just on your neck or like your whole body?
So,
coverage?
wherever this scarf, by keeping this scarf on, it's going to repel bugs. It's unscented. It doesn't smell like anything. It is
Okay.
amazing. It comes in beautiful colors. This is the first time I've ever seen like a fashionable scarf that you can travel with. And it's super light, so you could use it in the summer. You can use it in the winter. It's really amazing. And they have these in all these different colors on their website.
I love it. I love
Right?
it. Hey, real quick,
Oh, tell
Peace
me.
Frogs Travels Outfitters is located in the Millmont Shops
Millmont
next to Fly Dog Yoga
That is true.
and the Tap House. Just if anybody was looking, because these
That is
products
true.
are good.
Yes.
Okay, I like that. My mom would probably love that.
I know. Here,
Anybody gardening, maybe?
Ooh, yes, I love that too. We
Or
should
golfing?
We should buy this for your mom. She would love that.
Yeah, Mom. Mom, if you're watching, which
Oh.
I'm sure you are because Dad is watching, if you want one, let me know. I'll pick
but
one up on the way
don't
home.
ruin the surprise. We're
Or
gonna
I
give
just
it to you
won't
for your birthday.
bring that one back.
Okay. Okay. The next one that I have. So we've talked about this in other products before. You know that I'm a fan of chemical-free products, right? We talked
Yes,
about
branch basics. We're back to branch basics. Is this
talked
going to be
about-
branch basics of sunscreen, Jamie?
my new job is at Branch Basics. I love you, Branch Basics. I love
Okay,
you in my
to the
laundry.
sunscreen, let me
Okay.
see.
So Beauty Counter. I want you to spray this. So Beauty Counter. If you're not familiar with their products, chemical-free. They make all kinds of makeups. They make body wash. They make hair stuff. They make sunscreen. It's good for your adults, for kids. It's chemical-free, easy to spray. So my friend Carol told me that, do you know when you're using spray sunscreen that you don't just spray it on?
Actually, I love the smell of this.
You're supposed to spray it in your palm first and then rub it on.
What's the point of the spray then?
Because if you do it that way, then you waste more product. You're supposed
I'm still
to
spraying it on. I'm not gonna spray it in my
Sorry,
hand and then
Tara.
rub it on.
That's what you're
insane.
supposed to do.
You listen, it would take me an hour to sunscreen my child if I had to do that.
Chemical
I love
free.
it. The smell is delish, and I'm picky about smells.
Beauty Counter, I just started using their makeup. I love them. I love their mission. They are
Okay, I like
fighting
that.
for all these products in beauty and all the stuff that they carry. They have gone and petitioned the government to take toxic chemicals out of all of their products, all kinds of things. Not toxic chemicals out of their products. I think I'm feeling a little drunk. Just kidding. But getting other beauty companies to take chemicals out of their products, because who knows what we're using? They want to
I don't
disclose
know what we're using.
things when they say fragrance. Check it out. Okay.
No. Oh, hold on. We're getting a comment. Joy Jackson in Texas. Hello, Joy.
Joy, Texas, how are you?
She was saying she was just thinking this bag would be great to travel around Bavaria.
Are you going to Bavaria? When are you going, and can I come?
She would not let you come. I know her.
How do you know? You know her?
Yeah, she's my daughter or sister-in-law.
Oh,
sister-in-law.
Lord.
Her and I traveled around Germany together for 10
Oh,
days.
yes, Bavaria, yes.
Yeah.
Can I?
You wouldn't be able to keep up.
Oh my God, is that a challenge?
No, because I would be too afraid to take you.
Rhonda, bookmybucketlist.com. Book it.
Okay, what's next?
Oh, okay. This is a woman-owned business that I love, love, love. Found them online. Owner's name is Jenna. She makes the most amazing products.
Okay, I can't
Check
wait.
this out. So this is a wine bag, okay? But instead of just a crappy
That's a cute wine bag.
It comes with all of your wine charms on the front. Built
Perfect for COVID social distancing cocktails.
That's right. Look at this one. The cactus one, this is the best one ever. Started this business. She is a woman-owned business. They have products on their website that you will not find anywhere else.
Look at this.
They are is this the cutest?
Well, no, this is perfect to give a bottle of wine as a gift because not only are you giving the wine, but then you get to keep the. I love that.
Right?
And are they reasonably priced?
They're like $4.
So the price of a normal wine bag, but you also
Yes.
get the wine terms.
And they have amazing design. So on their
Jerry,
website,
I feel like your wife might like this.
yes, and nodproducts.com. They have all of these amazing products that she created. This woman entrepreneur named Jenna, who I love, 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 is doing these crazy things. You have to watch this. Nodproducts.com.
Let's have her on the show.
I know.
If you're watching,
Okay.
we want you on the show. I'm very interested. I love the bag.
This is another one from Jenna that she sent us. So
Okay.
Dry Decks. These are waterproof
Yes.
playing cards. So you're taking them on vacation, you're putting them in your duffel from Peace Frogs, you're doing all this stuff. Waterproof cards.
Perfect for the beach.
2 decks in one, comes in all things. I love this. We're going to post a link on the website.
I love that. Okay.
I should have used these when I was making your drink.
What are those?
Stylish stirs. Yeah. Look, they're cute little bags. I love this. This is from Jenna,
They're
too.
cute.
Jenna,
Jerry,
we love
can we
you.
put those at your bar for later use?
Oh, yes, Jerry, we're going to put these at your bar.
They're cute.
I love it. So,
That was so many amazing products.
there's so many products. There's so many things. There's so many women doing amazing
I know.
things.
Hey, if you are at home watching, send us a link to your favorite product that is owned by a company that's owned by a woman or maybe run by a woman
Yes.
or supports women.
Yes.
We're not that picky. We want to test every possible product. Do you know when we're getting that Truly ice cream? Just feast if you're watching.
It's happening for your birthday.
Message us ASAP when that comes in. I will be at the door the first time the first hour you open.
Yeah.
They are. Aaron King is watching.
Oh,
Aaron King from Feast.
Aaron King for Feast. First of all, shout out to Feast. I adore Feast.
Shout out to Feast.
Love Feast.
Me too.
Hey, let's have you on the show.
Hey,
Come on
Aaron.
the show.
Hey, glad you're hanging out with us today.
Yeah.
We'd like to
Send
have
us-
you here.
Send us a quick message, or we'll send you a message after. Let's schedule a time for you to come on the show. I love Feast.
Okay, I have a surprise for you. I didn't want to break the news.
No,
but I'm
then
gonna tell
don't.
you
I
what
love surprises.
Are you sure?
Don't tell me anything.
Well, it's not really a surprise, but I'm going to tell you what
No,
I did.
don't. No, you can't keep. I love surprises.
worse.
You're like my husband.
Love these products. We are going to post links to all these products. These amazing women-owned companies. We cannot tell you how much all of these products will literally change the way you travel, change the way you give gifts. We are 100% in support of these women entrepreneurs, and we are standing behind you. So thank you to everyone. Julie, you rock.
Yeah.
Peace, frogs.
I know. I loved everything. And sorry again, we were a little late.
I know. Should we do a recap? What should we?
No, no. Let's not recap because I'm too excited about the person we have on next week. Let's not share too much.
Okay.
But why don't you give us a little rundown of who our most amazing guest is for next week?
Oh, you're talking about Leanne.
Yes, Leanne.
Okay. So
This is going to be a must-watch one.
So Leanne Webb is a physician at UVA. She is one of my favorite people on the planet. She recently wrote a book, a children's book about COVID, how to explain COVID to your children. She wrote it with a fellow doctor of hers at UVA, and they illustrated it, and it's a beautiful book. So Leanne's going to come on and talk about her life as a doctor, balancing the stuff that she does on a daily basis, her kids.
What is her husband doing?
Her husband is Dr. Cameron Webb, who's running for Congress.
He's the cutest. Vote for him.
Aaron King and Feast said they're down for next week.
Yes!
They just put it in the
Next week!
I'll do a DM.
Perfect.
So I have had the pleasure of hanging out with Dr. Webb, both their kids at our store at Picasso Swig, and I love this family more than anything. They are not only the sweetest family, they're the smartest. I love them. So I cannot be more excited.
I can't wait to meet her because
Oh my
everything
God.
I've seen about her husband, I am not supporting anyone publicly. But I will say I think he's a brilliant man.
So
and behind
awesome.
every brilliant man is an even better, more brilliant woman. So I cannot wait to meet her.
You are going to love her. I see her, like, sometimes, like, I'll see her outside of the store and I run out. I'm like, I love you. Like, she's just so smart. And if you follow her on Instagram, she has all these great tips about COVID. And she's just,
I love that
just a
she's doing
real
her
mom.
own thing.
Right. She's a real mom balancing stuff. And I actually knew Leanne before I even heard of Cameron Webb. But, like, I was like,
What a power couple.
I know. Love
I
them.
think she's the power in the couple, but I don't know that.
Wait till you meet their kids.
I can't wait. Okay.
Oh, my God. So
Jamie,
that's next week.
I know. What are you going to do? Let's
next
wrap up. What are you going to do this week? Are you doing anything exciting?
What is happening this week? Oh, I have camp coming up. We're doing a little camp at Picasso Swig.
Virtual camp?
Yes, virtual camp. So we're offering virtual camp. So we
Okay.
have room makeover camp this week.
Love it.
So we have a bunch of girls coming to do room makeover. So we're trying to pick out some cool stuff for them.
I love it. But hey, Panera has some new products
I saw it.
out for the summer.
Sandwiches?
Some sandwiches, some other things. So check that out.
Yes.
They're delish. I tried
Yes.
this new barbecue chicken sandwich that just came out. I love it.
Ooh.
I won't say it's my very favorite
Yeah.
because I like pick one thing and I stick with it and I get it all the time.
Yeah.
But this sandwich is delish.
Ooh.
So
Here's a question for Panera out there. So I want if the viewers watching, tell me, when you go to Panera and you get your sandwich or you get your soup.
Here we go with the
Okay.
baguette, Jamie.
I want to know, okay, first I want to know how you pronounce it. Do you say baguette, which is what I say, or
No.
or baguette,
Baguette.
which is what Kelly says.
Jerry, what do you say?
Baguette or you say baguette, like baguette. I
Judah,
say
what do you
baguette.
say?
I say big et.
You say big.
You're wrong all the way around. No, you're not even one. Or the
Judah's
other.
like, I just say bread. It's like, okay. So I say baguette. I forgot what I said. I said
Well, you're wrong.
baguette. Okay, but now this is the real question. So when you order a sandwich or you order a soup, do you go a side of baguette, like a double baguette, or do you go with the apple? And when you get the apple, do you eat that apple? Because whenever Kelly and I get together for lunch, I'm like, absolutely go double baguette. Do not come back here with that apple. I don't want to eat that apple. It's a whole
It's
apple.
true.
I'm not biting it. Do go double baguette every single time. You know I love to double dip. Like
I
the
know it.
soup,
I
it's double
know.
baguette.
I know.
So I want to know the viewers, do you go double baguette? Or do you
chips.
go just,
You could do chips
you could.
or an apple.
Or do you go straight up apple?
I
don't
mean,
know.
I know the answer because I see the numbers.
Right.
So I'm not going to weigh in.
Kelly says everyone.
What is the answer?
Yeah, what's the answer?
With most sandwiches, it's chips. With sandwiches or with soups, it's baguette.
It's double baguette.
Yeah.
Double baguette. You
Salads,
always go
we do
double
a lot
baguette.
of apples with the salads.
Okay.
So I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? Like, that makes sense.
I'm going to wrap up the things I know. When you go to Panera, you always do double baguette.
Okay.
When you go to Fabio's Pizza on High Street, which is my favorite pizza place, you always go garlic knot. Whatever you get stromboli, you get
got
pizza.
comments coming in on this.
You always go double
on the
baguette.
Panera front?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what
Oh,
people
no.
say.
On my page, Lauren says I go double baguette every time.
Every time. Lauren, you are my girl.
Yes, there's soup. Thank
Lauren,
you.
you're my spirit animal. I love you. You go double baguette every time. You know that.
And people are doing the pronunciation right
Yeah.
now.
What is it? Tell me.
It's baguette.
It is.
baguette.
No, it's definitely
baguette.
baguette.
It's not. Okay. Well, hey, guys, check out our new website.
Oh.
Let's close the show with that. It's womenchangingourworld.com. You can see all of our past shows. You can see all of the products
Yeah.
that we've tested, reviewed. We're going to keep it up to date. We didn't get to Women in the News today, so we're going to be posting that on our Facebook page and our webpage because we want to highlight these amazing women. So check that out.
Yeah.
Send us comments. Send us suggestions.
I want
if you want us
see
to
more
talk
baguette.
about something, we have really funny stuff to talk about next week. One of
so
them
many
including friends getting therapy. So tune in for that.
Ooh,
maybe
yes.
maybe at some point Jamie and I will get a therapy session
Do you
live on
think?
the show.
You think?
Yeah. Okay. We got to go.
Oh, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to know about baguette. Double baguette every time. Garlic knots of Fabio's every single time.
Well, thank you for watching.
Okay, thank
We
you.
had a great time.
Thank you, guys.
And tune in next Monday. We're going to be here.
Cheers.
Cheers.
May your morning be filled with cocktails and travel. Thanks for tuning in.
Maybe not together.
Yeah, whatever she said.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers. I think I need a refill.
Your refill's there. That was a fun show. I loved all those travel products.
That was a great show.
I think I need a.
That was the most comments you guys have ever gotten on the show.